We're moving in the right direction.
We are. Well, that means that I now have the 8 grand that will cover today's financial loss. Oh, I'm on 11 grand. Nice. Irascible Sap, thank you very much for the host. Right, let's actually get a job. Let's get a job. Right, we are now down in this one here in Casino, which is what?
I thought we were at Pescara.
Oh, that's right then. So am I. Thank goodness. Whew. I thought for a second then.
I thought at this rate we're going to meet up at the end of the stream.
Right, where have you got to?
Well, you tell me, because you're the one that's got the restricted ones, aren't you?
Okay, I've got 2 to Firenze and 1 to Tarantino. Irascible Sap, hello and welcome. Sprinter, I don't actually know Conti Partrio, I'm afraid. You're gonna have to pick another one.
Yep, I've got Firenze.
Right, that's where we're going then. Because
Okay.
that's my most expensive job.
What are you taking to Firenze?
I'll tell you in a second. It's that one. Excavated soil.
Oh, lovely.
So some excavated soil off to Firenze. We meeting at the normal meeting place.
Yeah.
Right, let me just bring the map up then. Which I haven't put on M anymore. Oh no, I changed me. Ah, there it is. Right, Firenze. Right, where's Pescara? There. And where's the normal meeting place? Oh, it's there. Okay. Oh. What? Oh, I see. Oh my gosh. Does that sends me in and all the... Oh, okay. Ha. Right, well that's going to be quite interesting. I'll see you there now, Sam.
Okay.
Have you been to the garage here?
Yes, I have.
Oh, okay, that's fine. So you know that it looks as though it's on a one-way system.
It is. Yeah.
Right, let's get ourselves there. British Daz, hello and welcome. What time am I streaming till? Probably on for another hour. Oh, there's a bed. Probably on for another hour. Depending on how Mrs. Jenks is getting on. Oh, they've covered it this time, look. I think they've heard about my tendency to do the Jenks roll, and they don't want any of the soil getting out. Right, let me come to here. And no, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Stop. British Stars, thank you very much for the host. Have I seen the video of the Egyptian army? No, I haven't. Haven't seen that. Are you just outside the city? Matthew, do you want to head towards the spanner? We always spanner it here, as you can probably tell by my attempts to leave this yard. What does Mrs. Jenks do while I'm streaming? She does a variety of things whilst I'm streaming. I know that on a weekday she tends to do the dinner. She says her favourites are cooking and cleaning, which goes well with me, to be honest with you. What else do you do, Mrs. Jenks?
Sometimes I play The Sims.
Can you guys hear Mrs. Jenks, by the way? Can you hear her now, Sam?
I can hear her, yeah.
Okay, they can hear you, Mrs. Jenks, so...
Yeah, or I play The Sims, but no, mainly it's cooking and cleaning.
So,
Oh, YouTube.
there we go. And
I heard YouTube then.
So she says mainly cooking and cleaning, sometimes The Sims and YouTube, and she's actually left something else. She's learning a new skill, of which I'm very proud of her, because...
What, truck driving?
No.
Oh!
I don't think anybody with the name Jenkins will ever be able to drive a truck or a train, to be honest with you. Which is why I'm looking forward to getting her on the stream trying to drive a train, because I think it's going to be hilarious. Nell Sam?
Yeah.
Can you just tell us you're 6 minutes late?
Yeah, there she's late again.
Now Mrs. Nell Sam's locking up the shop. Just tell her, how am I supposed to keep time?
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Actually met you.
Ask her how I'm supposed to keep time on my stream when she locks up late.
I did tell her off last week, said her timekeeping was getting pretty poor.
Mrs. Jenks could vacuum the room whilst I stream. Am I that boring, Sprinter?
Mrs. Nelson, your timekeeping's bad again.
We're not making enough noise in the background.
Oh, she responds to you and says it is Christmas, you have to make allowances.
Oh, okay, alright then. Mrs. Jenks says, does she not make enough noise in the background?
Yeah.
But actually, if you're coming that way, there's no need for me to go into the spanner, is there? Because you're just going to follow me.
I'm just going to follow you back again. I've got my load is miles away.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right. Oh. Right. You should have passed the petrol station as you were coming down.
I did.
Okay, I'm in that petrol station. What server are we and where will we be heading to? We are now at some place in Italy. We're heading to somewhere else in Italy, but we're on Euro 4.
Firenze we're going to.
Where are we?
Oh, darn me. Don't ask me technical questions.
We're in Pescara, and we're heading to Firenze, and I've just taken that off so that. Okay. Which one are you picking up from? Do you know, Nelson?
No idea.
Oh, okay. Just because with the way and how you were going, I think it may take you another route. In which case, I'll turn around and I'll try and find out where you are. You're either going to sell something, Sal, or to CDE SRL, but I have no idea which.
I'm going to, yes, SALSRL.
Okay.
Where I'm going to.
I will meet you down at the bottom of that junction.
Okay.
So we're going to go to here. Just because I have a feeling that... oh, hold on. Yeah, I had a feeling it was going to take you another route to get to Firenze. Which it has taken me another route now. Right, let's go. You're never boring. Oh, thank you very much, Sprinter. Who says I'm never boring and he likes my streams. Thank you very much. I'm glad that I do entertain. Well, I entertain myself. Let's put it that way. And that to me is the most important thing. Because if and actually I found of late, I don't mind watching my own streams back. When I first started it, I hated editing because I hated me being on the screen and the sound of my voice and how cheesy I was. But these days I find them quite entertaining. And actually it becomes a problem because I'll be in the middle of trying to edit something and then I'll be like, oh, this is a good bit, I want to watch this bit. And then I'll sit and watch an hour's worth of the stream. Irascible. Download the previous version of Chucks. It doesn't take long. If you go into properties on Steam and then betas, you'll be able to download a temporary version of the previous version, and that will then make Chucker's MP work again. Captain's stream is brilliant. That is why he gave you a sword in the first place. What? Because my stream is brilliant. Right, where am I going? coming into here. This is quite narrow. And we're going to stop and do that. You repeat Sprinter's comments. Oh, thank you guys. You guys are too kind. You just had to get used to your voice because you do a lot of video editing with YouTube. Yeah. One of the problems that I can see myself struggling with is the video editing for YouTube. Actually, I think one of my problems, and if you guys have got any tips as to how to overcome this, when I went to do the video at the Epping and Ongar Railway, I became very conscious of the fact that people might, even though I knew they weren't, that I was stood there with a camera and people might be thinking, what on earth is he doing? And so I became very conscious not of having the camera in front of me and of doing that, but of everybody around watching me do that. Does that make sense? Video.
Well, it's inevitable, isn't it? People are gonna watch. You know, they're gonna look and be interested in what you're trying to do because it's something different, isn't it?
Yeah. But then,
and then some of them think you might be getting them on TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they wave, do lots of silly things.
So. Yeah, it's one of those things of. I am a little bit of a perfectionist, and if it doesn't go quite right, I will try and do it again and again and again. And
we've not noticed that bit.
No.
No. No, not much.
Oh, okay, you are being sarcastic. I thought for a second you were being genuine.
No. No, I've watched enough of your route building.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's and my scenario creation. Although thinking of that, I do have another scenario that needs testing because I'm struggling to test it, but should be up very soon. Do your eyes deceive me? I have positive money. I do have positive money, Jellybean. And the train sim guy said I shouldn't think of my streams are boring. You personally think I'm an interesting fella. Thank you very much, the train sim guy. If you could possibly ask for a small favour, please, could I possibly upload the section of stream when I played to YouTube? You find the Twitch tools very confusing. Sprinter, everything that I've got goes onto YouTube, apart from one or two tiny little bits, which is mainly the creative stuff doesn't go up. But if I've played it, it will go up. Just bear with it. It's in the queue. The queue is a few months old. Mainly because when I first started, trying to get it up immediately was quite difficult, so I have a bit of a backlog. I know I've got YouTube videos scheduled up to the 21st, edited. The last stream I edited was about the 12th of November, I think I got through to, but it's 12. It's now actually 14 streams ago. And then so they then get cut and edited and put onto YouTube, and I think waiting to go I've probably got about 60, so it is quite a few months behind, but I do that on purpose so that then I've always got something ready to go, and if I then get caught up this week and can't do the editing, I don't have to worry that there's no video there. So please just wait with it, Sprinter, and it will get up there, I promise. I can't remember what it was, otherwise I'd find it and prioritise it for you. But they do just go up in order that they were done. What you found on the YouTube videos is the lack of a good description. That's because I don't know what to write, Scotsman. Like possibly adding my social media, Twitch, Steam Group and Twitter, and say in this scenario we're driving on route name. Alright, I'll certainly bear that in mind, Scotsman. But again, because they're so old, when I edit them I don't know what to write. I can't remember what it was that we did. And I'm not very good at writing that kind of description. I'm not very creative like that. This is where I need a company of assistants. Right, I'm coming down to the junction where we've arranged to meet now, Sam.
Right, well, I can't see you, so...
Okay, well... Oh, I can see you.
Can you see me?
Yeah. I can see you. Okay, you will wait. I always say good things come to those who wait. Indeed they do, Sprinter. I am actually thinking, because I know that I am really far behind, of seeing if I can get a little bit done, whereby a couple of the weeks I will release two a day rather than one, to try and catch that up a little bit. But it depends on how many thumbnails I can get done, because I do them during my lunch break at work using a program that I've only got at work. I obviously need to get ahead for the holiday, and that might be where.
Right.
Get out of the way, blocking the road. Captain, stop speeding. So yeah, that's what I was saying. Which program to edit your Twitch videos? I do it on Twitch. I just highlight it and then export them to YouTube. To do the thumbnails for the train sim stuff, I use Adobe Fireworks, but that's only available at work. And because it's only available at work, when I do the trucks one, I use GIMP, which isn't as good and isn't as friendly. I do prefer Adobe Fireworks, but it's expensive. Okay, Sprinter. I'll do what I can, because I am very aware that there is a backlog. And it is in my plans to try and do 2 a week, but it seriously depends on how busy I am at work and how much extra time I can get sat there. I was thinking about maybe going in for an extra day and just saying, right, I'm in because I want to get my stuff done, and obviously I won't be paid, but I can then use the computer without hassle. This is a lovely road. Weren't we supposed to be waiting for Matthew?
You're coming up to a sharp bend now.
Thank you. Adobe stuff is expensive. In fact, I'm surprised that Acrobat Reader is still free. God, that is a sharp bend. CK, hello, welcome. Sprinter.
Hi, CK.
It's not as good as Adobe, but it's free and it's fairly similar. It is fairly similar, but one of the problems that I have is I constantly use the gradiented writing, and to do that in GIMP is very, very difficult, because each time you have to delete the gradient, change the text, put the new gradient on, whereas then doing it in Adobe actually keeps it. It keeps the gradient when you change the text. Loan installments to the total of 8 grand. So all the money that I've made so far today has been taken in loan installments, but that means any money I get from this job is what we're in the red for the stream. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. We're going to start making some monies now. Was locked in the cinema for the 2.5 hours. No. Okay, CK. Without dropping any spoilers at all, how was your sojourn to the dark side? Sorry I'm late, you had a detention. What movie did he see? Why, CK, they shouldn't do that. all you will say is that he enjoyed it. Good. Good. Well, now bearing in mind, I only saw the first 6, 7 last year. I think it'll be a while before I actually get to go and see it. Just because Star Wars isn't as high on my list to watch as Star Trek. Last time you were going a lot slower than me round that roundabout. Overtake Nil, Sam. No, because then you guys will have nothing to see. If I'm behind him, you can watch what he does as well. And then we can all laugh if he crashes. Spoilers lead to anger.
Back really slowly.
In one go. Must have taken hours. No, not in one go. We did it in groups of 2. He's doing it again, look. He's breaking round these roundabouts. And Nelson's got enough wood to make a village, hey? What? Oh. On the back of his trailer. Right. Oh, I should have gone in that other one. Never mind. According to me, you've just driven through that barrier. It's not Nelson going too slow around the roundabout, it's me going too... I don't think it's me going too fast at all. No.
Thank you, Insta-Sim, I agree.
Where are you going? I'm following you, but it's not giving me this as the right... Where are you going? Are you following your line?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not doing a gap and, just taking you on a world tour or a trip of Italy. I am following my
are we going,
sat-nav.
Are we going to the same place?
Probably not then. But I'm going to Firenze. I don't know where you're going.
I'm going to Firenze, but it keeps changing the direction. You're heading south, I believe. Let me bring up the map. No, it's not that one. It's that one. Right. You're heading down towards Napoli. Whereas we're supposed to be heading north.
Oh, let me have a look, see what I've done.
Firenze is north and we're heading south. InstaSim says he doesn't like Star Wars. He liked the original Star Wars best when Darth Vader told Luke he was his father.
No, I've definitely got a job going to Firenze, but I don't know where I'm being taken then.
So where actually is it taking you?
It is taking me to Napoli and then back on from Napoli all the way back up to Firenze.
Did you remove the marker for when we said that we were meeting in Napoli?
Probably not.
That's why we're going to Napoli.
So that's why we're going to go to Napoli. So we need to just turn around.
Do you want to click off that marker and then see where it'll turn us round?
That's it. You see, well, you've got the same route as me.
No,
yours.
yeah, because it's just changed. Because I followed you over and so now it will only take me to Napoli. Because this road goes to Napoli. It changed 3 times, and I'm watching it change each time. I thought, oh well, maybe he's just going to the other side of the city, and so it's. And then it changed to go south. I'm thinking, why is he going south? We need to go north. Cue the Benny Hill music.
Yeah. Right, so how am I going to get off of here?
You got to follow it round. You've got to go into Napoli. It's all main roads all the way. All roads lead to Rome. Not when you're going away from Rome.
Yeah. except when Nelson's leading the way.
And I loved how you said, "I'm not doing a gav and taking you where we're not going."
Yeah, I actually am now. Yeah.
Oh, spoke too soon, Nelson. Spoke
Yeah.
too soon. Uh, right. So.
Thanks, Jelly Bean.
He's being renamed Nels Gavsin.
Well, someone has to replace him for the next few weeks, don't they?
Yeah. Oh, trying to read chat. Your mouse cursor is doing something very strange. What would that be, InstaSim? Right, 51 mile an hour. 53, good, speeding back up again. Right, this is the bit where we turn round to go into Napoli, to then come back out of Napoli. I'm sure we've seen this road before. Actually, no, this is all new for you, isn't it, Nelson?
Yeah, I didn't do this bit.
Right, round the big sweeping. Oh dear. I tried to correct that halfway and overcorrected it. InstaSim, what's the strange thing that your mouse cursor is doing? Right. Where's Nelson gone? He's there.
So presumably we could turn around here now.
Yeah, I guess so. Actually, that is what it tells us to do. But to use the mini island. So it's telling us because there's a little mini island here, and then we go around here and we can do it. Like that. Seems to be flicking between the arrow cursor and a different cursor. For example, when you're in CptnJenks, it's flicking between the text cursor and the arrow cursor, which is very strange. That is very strange. I didn't like that sign. Right, Nelson's ahead of me. He managed to turn around quicker than I did. Right, will we get... Can we do this one? Yes, we can. Right, back on the toll road, back on the road we've just come down. You don't know why it's doing it either. Right, let's go back up the road we've just come down. Your computer might be haunted. I actually thinking of the time of year. I keep telling my kids at school that Oliver Cromwell had the right idea. Whenever they come to me being naughty, because they're getting a little bit overexcited now, and it's for silly stuff like passing out Christmas cards in lessons, which is rather silly. They know they shouldn't be doing it, so I keep telling them that Oliver Cromwell has the right idea, and if they carry on, I'm cancelling Christmas. Mr. Nelson,
Yeah.
how's the whiskey tonight?
I haven't got any whiskey. No, I am just eating a sandwich, but
Oh, okay.
no whiskey.
Is that a reduced price sandwich that went out of date today?
Yeah.
I know you so well.
Yes, I'm a bit predictable, really, aren't I?
Well, we all are. If you actually look, we all have our creature comforts. CptnJenks, that's mean. I say it with a big smile on my face. They know I'm only messing with them.
Sprinter, I live off of out-of-date food.
If it wasn't for out-of-date food, you wouldn't eat, would you, Sam?
No, I wouldn't. No, then I would be an extra small CptnJenks t-shirts.
I have kids. No, InstaSim, I don't have kids. I work with them. Right, we're staying on this road. We're staying on this road and heading north. Sprinter arranges for me to receive lumps of coal as my Christmas stocking gift on Christmas morning. I have never put stockings up. I have never done stockings. Working with kids. Yeah, I work in a school. I work in a school.
Most of your kids, though, they're teenagers, yeah?
Yeah.
Why would they be excited about Christmas? Surely they're too old to be excited about Christmas.
No, I don't know. These days, you tend to get all the decent presents when you are a teenager. Phones and PlayStations and all that kind of thing.
Not like in my day, then.
No, not like in my day either. Oh, gosh. InstaSim, not a teacher. Not a teacher. It's actually quite difficult to explain what my role is, but it's not a teacher. InstaSim says too old to be excited for Christmas. Nell Sam, how dare you? I should be a teacher teaching about trains. I don't know enough about trains to teach about trains, Scotsman. I don't. I tend to get a lot of my information from you guys. Sprinter, get them an Xbox each. For all 600 kids in the school. Are you paying for that? InstaSim, time will tell. Time will tell. Get them an Xbox each. Nelson, do you have a limiter on?
No.
Oh, okay. So you're not
Am I going too fast?
No, we can still see you. But I was just wondering if you were limited to 55, because I am.
No, alright, I'll slow down a bit.
Nelson. Askable says he agrees with you, Nelson. You get to an age and all that Christmas means is more expensive. Yeah, but that age isn't 12 to 14. And that age tends to be about 17, 18. And specifically when you have children of your own, that's when Christmas gets very expensive. There we go. Right,
There's
coming up.
something else I'd add to that as well, Irascible. When you run a post office at Christmas, you definitely become a Scrooge.
Oh.
Because it is the worst time, because people, believe it or not, are just so miserable.
Yeah?
So it doesn't matter what post office you go in at this time of year, it's going to be busy. You're going to have to queue. But,
Well, I can actually believe that people would be like that. Right, let me just get through this and then I can continue commenting on chat. Or is it not? There we go. Let me through. So what is my job? Your job is train sim for Virgin Trains.
chill out. Yeah, I wish I could chill out.
I wish I was a train driver for Virgin Trains. I'd love to do the Pendolinos, London to Glasgow. That's a typical response from a teacher. Are you going to buy them? Thank you, InstaSim, Sprinter even. Hey, just joining. Great to relax after 2 university exams. Setter, hello, welcome. My job, I deal with the naughty kids, basically. I'm the behaviour support unit coordinator. Where are we driving to? We're going to Firenze, or however you say it. So an Xbox One costs £449.85 on Amazon. So buy an Xbox for each child at the school would cost, oh gosh, about 2 million. Oh my god, no, yeah. 2,690,000. No. 26. What? I can't even read that number. 200.
I'll help you out. £269,910.
Thank you. I'm struggling to read it and watch the screen. Pretty sure not even the school budget could afford that. No, the school budget certainly could not afford that. That's what teenagers want. Chill out now, Sam. Give Jess a stroke. Oh dear, you guys. I want to be a driver for Virgin. I could work for Great Western driving those lovely Pacers. You see, but yeah, no, Virgin. There were 390s. In fact, I wouldn't mind driving HSTs.
Irascible, I agree with that. Many a time I've done that trip.
Back in your day when I've had a job, when you were naughty, it was straight to the headmaster's office for a slipper. None of this point they sitting around in the classroom just getting a wrist slap. Yeah, well, we are. We're not allowed to. What should we say? Hit the kids. But we do. It is basically the room. It's the isolation room, so they are sat in silence. They are all facing the front, not allowed to turn around, not allowed to communicate with each other. Given work and no help, just sat there getting on with it. I haven't even put colour on the notice boards. The room is just painted white, magnolia, and the notice boards are grey. And all the posters that I've put up in the room are black and white, just to kind of drill that home a little bit. Now, Sam, you know that if you use these lanes, it's quicker.
What lanes?
The lanes without the thing on it. I'll show you at the
right.
next one. I'll show you at the next one. Rule across the knuckles. Oh, definitely not. That would be more than my job's worth. After 15 years, you've had enough. You would prefer to drive Pendolinos. Hey, I'm behind on some of this chat, but hey, when you was young, getting a shouting up from the headmaster was terrifying enough. You want to hear our vice principal? I heard him go again the other day. It's pretty terrifying. Did I spot the intercity APT on North? I have spotted it. Mr. Rogers, I've almost finished a scenario for that. Blame the Mimbles. What's the Mimbles? They ban corporal punishment. And only now are we starting to see the folly of that. Kids running right because they know there's nothing the adults can do. I can see both points of the argument here. Working in education, I can see both points of the argument. But working in education, I have to keep my opinion to myself, I'm afraid. But I can see both sides of this argument. I will always describe it as a pendulum, and it will always swing to and fro. And if you look back through the educational system and how things have been done, there has been a pendulum effect. But that is all that I'm going to say on that. And I will add the disclaimer that my opinions are my own. Just I do not speak on behalf of the company or the school. So any opinion that is aired is my opinion and not that of the school. Right, that's the legality of that bit done. Oh, who was that?
That was a real player, Captain.
That was a real. Oh, didn't even spot him. A bit down to parents these days not teaching children discipline. You admit the first parent makes a huge difference as to how they behave. The motto that I go with is firm but fair, because actually the greatest teachers that I look back on, not at the time, but that I look back on, was the teacher that was very firm and you didn't like being sent to him and he'd tell you off, but actually if you were in the right he'd stand by you 100%. So I try and be that teacher. There were a number of good teachers when I was at school, and I try and put together all the bits of them that I liked into one. Even though I'm not a teacher, I'm a staff member. You'd start a scenario if TS wouldn't stop crash dumping. Tell me about it, Chris. We'll have to see, Askable, as to what happens there. And actually I agree with that, Sprinter, too. But anyway, can we change the topic slightly? I'm in dangerous water here. Please bear in mind this is my job that we're talking about. Right, we're coming into Toscana. Oh, real player in a car.
That must be someone we know, because it said Jenks taxis on there.
And actually, yes, they are in green.
That's got to be someone.
It's someone we know. They've just pulled into the services.
Who is it? Who's?
Who is it? Who are you? Show yourself.
It's CK, of course. CK. It couldn't be anybody else, could it?
Where is he? Oh, nice one, CK. CK, if you're at home, then do you want to drop in the Discord?
So you've been keeping your taxi business quiet then, Captain?
I didn't realise I had a taxi business. You've got to work at 4 AM in the morning, drive the 4 something from Holyhead, see you at the weekend or on Tuesday, Monday, not Tuesday, train sim, but you sleep well. Thank you very much for joining. Leave it alone. Suffice to say, all you need to know is that you are. Our school is old school, and I fully agree with some of the old school, but not all of it. And that's the last thing I'll say on that irascible. If it's the Virgin Sprinter, it will be an express service, I believe. Train sim. Train sim, are you bringing it all the way to London? Or do you just take it to somewhere like Birmingham? Right, I've got to turn off here, guys. I'm guessing because my job is elsewhere. G-A-N-T. Gant. G-A-V. Oh. I'll tell you in a bit. Mrs. Jenks is just asking where Gav is. Do I break up tomorrow? No, I break up on Wednesday, Chris.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. CK. Hello.
Hello. Taxi driver here.
And welcome. Taxi for Jenks. Taxi for Jenks.
Yeah.
How's the taxis going then? CK earning some money from them?
No, it's just his special private taxi in case he breaks down.
Well,
just so he can still get home to Mrs. Jenks tonight if he breaks down. That's what I'm here for. I've got to escort you now.
Oh, okay. Well, but you went the wrong way, and I'm starting to have engine malfunctions. Where are you, Mr. Taxi?
Well, I just pulled over in the road to go on Discord, so I should catch up in a minute.
It's like I see every curb as a challenge. No, it's every corner as a challenge. I have to go around every corner as fast as I can. All schools in Leeds break up a week early. That is not fair. Right, I am almost at my drop-off point.
Oh, Nelsams. Hello, Nelsam.
Hello, CK.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah.
So CptnJenks is gone.
Yeah, I told you I turned off.
Gone and left me.
Oh, I thought you meant I'd turned off. Well, anyway, I'm just gonna annoy
He's just
Nelsam
going to stalk me as usual.
Every time I come to a roundabout, it drives over the top of it instead of going round it. Well, the way that I see this Sprinter, right, is you've got to turn left to turn right and turn left again and end up going in a straight line as to what you were going before. So why bother taking all those pesky little corners? Just go straight. It's a straight line.
In the way. Goes all over the place. Get out of the way, truck. Come on.
Impatient taxi drivers, I don't know.
I know. I know, right? Mamma mia! Come on now! Come on! Mamma mia! Just come through you.
Oh, what was her name? What was her name? Oh, Fireman Sam, the cafe owner. Was it Bella? No, Bella was the other one. No, not Norman's mum. Ah, someone in chat will know. It's called a roundabout, not an overabout. Well, that's an oversight on their part, isn't it, Rascable? The schools break up lunchtime tomorrow. Our school doesn't break up until the end of the day on Wednesday. And they are learning proper lessons all the way up until that point. Oh, man! No, it is Bella, isn't it? The Italian one in the calf. It's not Norman's mum. She's definitely Welsh. It's Bella. I can't remember because there was the two women. There was Norman's mum who had the red hair and Bella who was Italian. And oh, is this like? What's this?
It's like the one that went up before.
Wow! And there's a guy there looking at me.
That's not me.
Oh, excuse me. Mrs. Bates. Bella Lasagna, that's it.
Oh, I had that for dinner the other day.
Bella Lasagna. You googled, you don't actually know. Oh, okay. Right. Hold on. Either that's a real play or that's a really bad point in the game. Doesn't matter, I don't have to get out, but they're parking me behind a trailer. Oh, okay, is it? It came on early so that you could still get out. Right, there we go. Bello Italiana. I know that it's Bella, and Bella Lasagna seems to be quite familiar. Right, I got 4,700 from that. I did lose 1.5 grand with damages though. Jenks smart, be like Jenks. Oh no, please don't be like me. Lasagna, Jules like Homer Simpson. Right, just give me a second, guys. I'll see what Mrs.